Hi, what I thought I'd do today is something I haven't done for a while. It's basically how I have my collection. I was going to do it at the end of the year, but I had a big move around today. So I'm 55 now. I've kind of want to narrow down my collection. For sake, like I used to buy everything. I mean, I don't care what it was, I bought it. And then like people who are in their 30s now collecting everything from Hot Toys, Marvel Select, Star Wars, will hit this point sometime down the line when they'll have to narrow it down because they were just you don't fall out of love with collecting, you just fall out of love with having everything. So basically, this is our computer setup: PS2, PC, Xbox One, and I have my favourite, well, probably my favourite game, along with GoldenEye. So two favourite games: Mirror's Edge, the first one. Second one was alright, but not as quite as good. Then we have the VR Stormtrooper helmet. I only picked that up cheap. And then I just got a Planet of the Apes picture there. And then we've got pictures there. We've got loads of pictures all over the walls. That's what I mean. Yeah, we could get them framed and that, but there's just something more organic about when you were a child. You just stuck posters up on the wall. So that's what we've done. I'm not showing you my wife's side because she's going to have a bit of a rethink with her collection because she's got a black unit that I had. So we'll see. I'll do a video after she's done that. And then we have my Dark Knight canvas. Now you can see him. He's not covered by anything. And then we've got a collection of posters, canvases, which I think I really like this setup. It's taken quite a while. It's taken weeks actually of deciding what I'm doing. And I'm at a good place with my collection now. And then we have my, it's kind of a Batman themed collection bit. Obviously, 1989 Batman's my wife's favourite. And you got the Arkham Knight game statue there, and a Hot Wheels Arkham Knight car there. And then you have like my Dark Knight section here. These both vehicle and the person do work. And then you've got Catwoman on a new bike I got her last week. Very happy about that. And then you obviously got the Tumbler, the Bat, and then you've got a mixture. I don't want that on there. A mixture of the Batmobiles. Sometimes I'm not really keen on the people who played them, but I love Batmobiles, so got to have them in my collection. And then down here we just have a selection of books, everything from vintage to Bruce Lee, big Bruce Lee fan, Jeet Kune Do, Batman Begins, and I just got a few steel books here, and obviously the DVD Arkham Knight, which is really cool because it's the one what changes, so you get it doing all three films, which is pretty awesome. So that's in there, and it comes with a nice book and that. And then Blu-rays, my favourite game, Arkham Asylum. And then you have my 1966 Bat collection. I'm happy with this collection because it covers most of what I liked. The people, these Bendables I've had for a while now because my wife bought me them. So they do me. Very happy with this collection. You've got the Batboat in the background. A couple of vintage Corgi Juniors. So that's my little selection there. And then you have my James Bond. These are not vintage, these are the classic collection ones, but they do work because they come with the rockets. That's the very first one that started me collecting really, is the DB5 my wife bought me many years ago now. So, and then she bought me that one with Odd Job, and that obviously is from not Living Daylights, the other one, License to Kill. And then below we just have some odds, Thunderbirds. And these are the vehicles. Very hard to find a home for them because obviously they're solid statues. So I decided just to leave them in the bottom of the cabinet like this. And obviously found one like that. I mean, that's a corgi one, not the dinky one. But again, it comes with the rockets and stuff like that. And then you've got my Tonka truck. As I say, I had one like this in the 70s. So very happy to have that. A bit rusty, but then I don't care because it shows it's been loved. And there's obviously my Chelsea top. Got that from my nephew not that long ago. And then we got Kill Bill. I love this figure. It talks. But I took the batteries out. Obviously, what I've done here is I've just got a selection of vintage bits and pieces that mean something to me. Millennium Falcon I never had as a kid, but I've always wanted one, so now I've got one. Scorpion Tank I had as a child, so I've got one of them. Scrambler Van complete, and then you've got like Connect for a few games. These are the Airfix 132 scale that you used to be able to paint by. I used to play with these as a kid, playing football matches and stuff. And then you've got a modern James Bond in the box back there. Box tatty, but it's still good nostalgia for me. I love James Bond. And there's my original Teddy. You've got Jeep there. And like my signed Spider-Man picture there by Nick Hammond. And then you've got here just a few. I'm not a big Funko Pop collector. I do collect them if they like Spider-Man, Batman, but I've cut down how many I've got. My favourite statue, I've had that for a long time now. Obviously that's from Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. These are important to me because obviously these were my mum's. I recently picked this up. Well, I got it from my sister. She sent it with my Chelsea top. Nice surprise. And some sweets. And then this my wife bought me. Lauren Hardy. Great. I love it. I even like the new film. It's pretty awesome. And then you've got another. I bought this when we were at school. So it's quite old now. And that. So I've got some of my mum's bits. Like 1, 2, 3. Them 2. And that one. And then you got Bruce Lee here, and then you got my cabinet. Open them up. So then you got my Hot Toys DC Direct figures here. I put them all on one shelf. I know it's not everyone's ideal, but I don't care. It's my collection, so I'll display it how I want it. And then you got the next shelf down. You got Bruce Lee, Enter Bay. Original Action Man. That's what started off with 12-inch, like in 12-inch action figures. Christopher Lee, Crazy Toys, but Hot Toys head. And then you've got the Arkham Knight statue there. And you've got Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man there, and Amigo Spider-Man. This Ray's here because she will be replaced with the Hot Toy one down the line. That's another story. I might do a YouTube video when it doesn't hurt so much about what happened when I had to get rid of her. And then down here, got some top trumps. Anyone in the 70s, late 60s with no top trumps. Original Christmas top decoration that I had 60s and 70s. Obviously Lara Croft. Don't care what anyone says, I like Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft. Then you've got a $6 Million Man. Terrorhawks, Lieutenant Hero here. And then you've got my Dumplings and Demons book, which scared the life out of me when I was a kid. And then you got the What Game, which was obviously, that's from my childhood. And then you got Zero there as Migo. This is a modern Evel Knievel. I don't care because it's still Evel Knievel, and I had that as a kid. And then you've got my SO sticker football album. Brings back many nostalgia. And then what I did was I just put my cars, vintage ones, in here. You've got the Warlord Secret Agent badge. I did have the wallet, sold it, regretted it ever since. And then you've got the Britain's Cavalryman. And then you've got Chitty Bang Bang, obviously. This is the one definitely in my mind that I had as a kid. And then you've got the one from Majesty's Secret Service. And then you've got obviously a Corgi Junior James Bond. There's the helicopter Spitfire. And these three, obviously the A-Team, Fall Guy, and Dukes of Hazzard. So I really like that shelf because it's like a real nostalgia for me. And obviously I put in a lot of figures there, Thunderbirds, and then I've got my statues down here of Camberwick Green, Trumpton. And my wife bought me that, so it's very special to me. And my resin figures there. I'm going to get the fireman. I want a fireman because I remember them. I think that was from Trumpton. I think they're from Camberwick Green. So what I've done is, reason of saying is like, when you display something, you know, really don't go to fill up 17 rooms if you, because down the line you're going to have to cut down because just life, really. You'll just want a few items that you can see. I mean, that's what's happened to me. I wanted everything to start off with, but now I'm really happy. So if I pan out, you know, when I walk in, I can see everything. You know, it's there. I can touch it, play with it. It's not all packed away or, you know, stacked up high. And obviously I've got my Dark Knight here. So very happy with it. That's why I wanted to share that you can have a nice display in a small amount of space that means something to you. So I'm very happy with it. Thanks for my new subscribers. There are new videos on the way. I haven't stopped collecting, but I'm just channeling it into certain areas. You know, obviously I want to get Ray to replace the one I kind of got ripped off. But I'll explain that in another video. And then obviously I want to get Commissioner Gordon, Hot Toy, 12-inch figure. So all in all, very happy with my collection. And as I say, there'll be an update at the end of the year. But at the moment, cool, got my swords down there. So sorry for a long-winded video, but I just thought I'd share that you can make a nice display without taking up too much real estate. So thanks for watching. Please enjoy collecting, and I shall see you in the next video.